Dr. PVK's talk was that
I just spent about 10 minutes and report to you about the recent progress of the CXL. First, I had outlined on this page. I somehow outlined the past 32 years. All right, and since the first patient was done by at that time, I think it's called PRK, and then depending on the areas you treated. So the technology has been go from the early RK, PRK, LASIK, and then the most recent one is called cross-linking. And as you see, cross-linking is one of the new technology. And I show you the spectrum where cross-linking was at 365. It's called EVA, and EV has A, B, and C. So A is the longest. Actually, A is safer than B and C in terms of eye safety. Now, the EVA is not only reference can be used for cross-linking. We'll discuss it more. There are other reference like a green or even the near IR can be also used. However, a different photosynthesizer should be used, if different from the EVA. All right. So this page outlines almost all the possible appointment lasers, a different spectrum and with different applications. Now, the mechanism of action of the CXL is, I think I might actually use in this page to describe maybe easier, okay? Okay, and the left-hand side, you got UV light, okay? Or could be visible, now in this case, UV light, and you excite the solution to it's called T-star, which is a triple star, all right? If you have a pointer, somehow I can point. Huh? This is a pointer or something? Yeah, okay. So the T-star is called triple stay, and the triple stay can couple to the abstract or M, which is monomer, okay? The series means you want to convert the monomer to a polymer, okay? So actually this is a polymerization process, and there are type 1 and type 2, all right? And type 1 is going this way, all right? So you can see a direct coupling to the monomer and then produce radical, and possible with the oxygen or non-oxygen become type 1. Now type 2, you always need oxygen, very important. Without the oxygen, you don't get a type 2 process, all right? So that's the mechanism, type 1 and type 2. Application of CXL, there are so many, okay? And at the beginning, the ataxia, KC, and then some also corneal also applications, okay? And the more recent one is at the bottom, okay? We're going to get you some result about the bottom one. So I summarize again, there are at least 5. The last one is called combined technology. Okay, you combine the CXL with other LASIK, ICRS, or femtosecond smiles, and so on. There are this about 14 plus CXL techniques, okay? And typically you have to call epi-off, epi-on, and then with for the thin corneal, you can use different solutions, and high power accelerated CXL, and also to enhance the diffusion, the Italian company invented a device called AIOC2020. You can enhance, instead of waiting 15 minutes, this one you only wait about 5 to 6 minutes, so which is good. And their condense assisted, I think there was an Indian doctor actually reported this paper 2 years ago. And the most popular now is called Lex Extra or Lex Plus, and topography guided PRK, and so on. Now also people are working on the command CXL with the RGP. However, there are only very few papers has been published, about 2 or 3. And the result is not very conclusive, because they didn't do it right. And also possible to do the hyperopia. Now it used to be called a DLK or they call a CK for the hyperopia. Now the technology was out of date, or people get out of because of regression. Now it's possible if you can reduce the regression by commanding the CXL, there's another potential to going back to do the hyperopia. Okay, and this is the femtosecond, and then people talk about after the smile, you keep the stroma, don't throw away, put the eye bank, and later on you might put it back, all right, but you cross-link in and reserve it. So those two are very new, okay, nobody published that yet. Okay, those are the list of the physical or chemical changes after the CSL, all right? So those are all increased, okay? Now this is summarized the possible myopia correction used to be lost 1 to 5. Now we have the potential reaching number 6. For a small, maybe up to 2 diopter, all right? Cross-linking. Now, the serious for myopia treatment, that's the one, for example, you the K value from 30 to 43 to 41, and by the formula K equals 337 divided by R1, so you can produce about 1.5 diopters for a reduction of K to K values, all right? A simple formula. Now the 00 plus RGP, essentially you can sterilize recipient. Now this one, now there are, I think about 2 or 3 papers been published, okay? And the simple formula is here. For any 1 millimeter change of the axial length, you result to about 2.5 to 3 diopters. So that's good, pretty good, okay? So we can somehow, using CS0 suppress the axial length growth, you can suppress few diopters. The efficiency, I think I put the conclusion first, all right, before you get into sleep, okay? I talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, summarize the result, and I'll give you a little more detail. Now, oxygen plays the major role in type 2, but not in type 1, okay? This has been a debating issue, and most of the European people, they don't believe what I say, and American, they believe, you know, there are two kind of argument now, okay? Do we need oxygen or not? And then the process is type 1 or type 2 dominant, okay? I think it's still an open question now. Number 2, efficiency is not just the efficiency, say how much, say, K value change or diopters. Essentially, you also consider how much depth you can do the cross-linking. So not only you have to get efficiency plus the depth you can cross-link. And you need to go to at least about 200 micron to get the efficiency, all right? Now, and also the classical, I call classical versus modern protocol. The classical protocol means used 15 years ago, the Dresden protocol, 3 millimeter, and then low power and so on. I think the classical protocol make a major serious mistake. We're going to talk about that, okay? They put too much refractive during the UV exposure. Now people start to realize that's wrong. During the UV, you should not keep adding on the refractive on the cornea. That will block out your UV energy. So you are wasting a lot of dose, okay? And I'll go give you a little more detail on what the modern protocol suggests. And also the regular is called BRL. Everybody know this law. That was back into almost 200 years ago. The BRL law that any biological effect to a light is determined by the dose only, okay? And therefore, for the same dose, intensity increase, the erasing time will be decreased. Now, this is not true now, okay? And secondly, they call Beer-Lambda law in the 00 process also invalid, okay? So I somehow, I think I challenge on both BRL and BARL, okay? They take about 200 years to figure out these two laws has certain limitations. You talk about this is maybe too much equations, okay? But anyway, there are almost 10 factors can influence in the 00 efficacy, okay? So I put a notation including the absorption and the concentration, the light intensity, the erasing time energy, and also the damage threshold, the depth oxygen, diffusion rate, and so on, okay? Now the safety dose was defined by the, everybody talking about 400 micron minimum, which is no longer true now. as you know, there are many published papers, they go all the way down to about 220 or 250 micron, still safe. Okay, so the 400 micron minimum corneal depth plus 5.4 maximum dose is no longer true, all right? That has been known for about 10, 15 years, and nobody challenged on that, okay? Okay, the minimum corneal thickness, as I presented, this published in the first one, it depends on the dose used and also the threshold damage, okay? So this G, not necessarily the 400 micron. It also depends on the concentration, okay? Let us say you use a 0.1% or 0.25%, the safety corneal thickness is different, okay? Now the efficiency could be type 1 in this case, and the formula saying that the concentration high, you got more efficient. However, the higher intensity, you actually get a low steady state efficacy. Now this is very important. This is why accelerate CL0 is not as efficient as the low intensity CL0. Okay, I hope you realize this. Okay, the higher intensity, the steady state efficiency actually go down. That means a 30 milliwatt intensity will not be as effective as 3 milliwatt. Okay. However, there's a way to compensate that. I will talk about that. Okay. How much time we have? 5 more minutes? 3 minutes? Huh? Okay.
Slightly past time, sir, but if you
Okay.
can...
Give me
yes,
2 more minutes.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
So this is my theory predict efficiency, efficacy proportional to the concentration. Okay, and there's some clinical data supporting this. Okay, so therefore, everybody using 0.1%, which will only be as effective as 0.25. Okay, there are a lot of people published this. However, you cannot keep going on. There are somewhere you saturate. So it's not necessary that they constrain the higher the better. Okay. All right, I'll move fast. Okay, that's my modern protocol published February 2018 in IOVS. Okay, for example, I'll give you 2 examples. That's you use 80 milliwatt. You should do this. In between about 2 minutes, you put some drop, okay, and finish. And for the higher power, you put more drop during. Okay. Now before the dressing protocol tell you what, during the period they put 3 or 4 times sclerosing continuously. That's wrong. Okay. That actually is not optimized. Okay. So those 2 examples are optimized. How do you when and where you put the eye drop, more eye drop. Okay. Now you do the elastic extra is different. You only do the pre-op solution, and during the irradiation you don't do anything at all. Just finish. Okay. I think I need to stop here, and then there are more. Okay, this one I show you 2 examples. One is for the human. It's called PAC. Okay, PAC. You know, keratosis, and the second one actually we have a design using for the animals also. Okay, this is human data and that's animal. All right. Right now, I summarize that the USA, European, Asia, and including the Apasami, they are here, and all those the maker for the devices, and the pricing could be anywhere between 3,000 to 60,000. And there are 2 pen type devices. There's one in Taiwan and there's one in Italy, and they think this could be attached to the strip lens and for the future need. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Professor Lin.
Yeah.
Stayed back till the very end, fag end of the evening. Thank you.